Good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to one of the most awesome cities in our country, Detroit, downtown. It's a beautiful setting on a great day. Really like to thank all the media this year for all your support. You guys have really embraced it this year, and on behalf of the Detroit River Regatta Association's Board of Directors and our staff and our 400 volunteers, I'd just like to say thanks a lot. It means a tremendous amount to our organization. I'd like to talk about some of the things that are going to be happening this year at the event, and then we're going to go ahead and have a couple of our sponsors talk, and then we'll have some individuals available if you'd like. This year, the Board of Directors of the DRA made a conscious decision that we are going to remain fiscally responsible, and we're going to do the right things to make sure this thing stays afloat. And one of the tough decisions was we had to postpone Friday, and it was there was multiple reasons why we made that decision, and I do believe the Board of Directors made the right decision. But when a gentleman named Bob Ritchie, or better known as Kid Rock, found out about this, and knowing how he feels about the city, he goes, that's not good enough. And so through our connections with Brian Baker, who's a member of the DYC, put us in contact with some of his management team, and it took about 2 weeks of working through the details, negotiation, and logistics, and we're very pleased to confirm and enjoy that this Friday will be free to anybody that wants to come down to any park along the race course. We encourage you to come to the grandstands if you want. If you want to go to the judges stand and sit there, please come be our guest. On behalf of Kid Rock, Made in Detroit, and Badass Beer. So it's pretty awesome stuff. Saturday and Sunday is when we're actually going to start running for the 104th running of the APBA Gold Cup. While there may be some crew members, well, certainly there's a lot of crew members that have been on teams that won the Gold Cup, and there's been some owners that have won it. Current roster right now for the drivers says that there will be a first-time winner on Sunday afternoon at 4:10, and so it's going to be an exciting time. In addition to the DYC APBA Gold Cup presented by Jarvis Property Restorations, we also are going to have vintage hydroplanes that are going to be in Piston Park, weather holding, and right now the forecast looks awesome. We'll have close to 100 hot rods available just for something to look at and enjoy between heats. We will have SLT boats that will run on the race course as well. Behind the main grandstand area, we have more vendors this year than we've had in the past, and more fan interaction opportunities to make sure that it's a good family event. This is an event for all ages. There will be live music all 3 days, and that will be on the main stage behind the grandstands during the day and in between heats. This year we've had a real upbeat in the event itself from a financial standpoint. We have more sponsors than we've had since 2008 when we lost Chrysler Jeep Superstores. This is very exciting and very encouraging to the DRA. Obviously, as you've all read in the paper, the Detroit Yacht Club and Jarvis Property Restorations have stepped up in a very large, significant way to make sure that, that the event went through. Once they made that obligation, we had some other partners start stepping up. Opportunity Detroit and the Quicken Loans team, MGM Casino, Ally Financial, and the Chevrolet Auto Dealers. This year, behind the grandstands, Chevrolet and Ally will have a winner circle where the winning driver from every heat will go to the Chevrolet display where they will be interviewed, and then the driver will go in front of the grandstands so for all the fans to enjoy. And this is all being coordinated through Ally and Chevrolet, so it should be some more fun interactions for the fans.
Hey Mark, you know what would be good is if you would have put me in the race.
Your class is not
I'm
here.
Jerry Bell,
So.
hydroplane racer, fully qualified. Okay?
You
said my class is not invited. Why?
Because we did not, the class was not, we did not have enough boats.
You can have 80 boats last week, or maybe this week up in Quebec, and maybe 60 in Waterford, but you can't put at least 8 in competition for the Detroit race?
We did not have 8 boats that wanted to enter.
Well, mine was 2.
Okay.
Okay? And from what Mr. Bertolini said, he had 3 of them that was ready to go.
Okay, at this time,
No,
we would like to...
At this time, you need to explain to the media and these people and my fans here from Detroit, Michigan, why this keep happening. Explain that to me.
Don Bertolini can take care of it.
I think you need to take care of it. Because last I heard, I was doing a safety self qualification test. Safety self qualification test, and you canceled the test and sent me way up north, where I did what I had to do and did it right, and you still kicked me out last week. You and Bertolini. Explain to them. Okay.
Okay, at this time, we would like to call up Scott Allen, the Commodore of the Detroit Yacht Club, who is our title sponsor, representing the club.
You know, the Detroit Yacht Club is just so proud to continue to be involved with this organization and the partnership we have with the Detroit River Regatta Association. Our history goes back since 1868, and this race has been happening since 1904. And a whole big part of that history of the Gold Cup has included the Detroit Yacht Club in some fashion. So it really just pleases me to be here, being involved in some of the race teams in addition to with the Yacht Club, to welcome everybody here from out of town, to welcome the world, and to say, you know, how proud we are to be here. You know, this is a festival with boats, and it's what Mark was trying to say. We operate and have fun on both sides of the river. In fact, we're going to help kick off the weekend on Thursday night with a huge concert featuring Rick Springfield and Dennis DeYoung from the Music of Sticks. We'd like to invite the public to that, so please contact us through dycconcerts.com. But I'll tell you what, we are just so proud to have all of you here, and once again say thank you. Thanks.
I'd like to ask a question, please. I know that the Detroit Yacht Club did not allow blacks in membership before 1968. And I'm wondering how many black racers and how many Detroit residents are racing in the hydroplane races this time, in the Gold Cup races. Can you give me, oh yeah, we want an answer. Detroiters want an answer.
We'll be happy to talk to you after.
No, we want an answer online, not right now, in front of the cameras. How many Detroiters and how many blacks are racing?
When we look at the entry list, we can get it for you on Friday when registration closes.
No, we want to know, you know.
I do not know how many people from Detroit, Michigan are going to enter the race because of vintage, etc. I do not know the answer to that question.
Because of vintage?
Yeah, there's been some participants.
Well, I'm talking about the hydroplane races itself.
That is correct. That's what we're talking about, ma'am.
Well, you don't
Well,
have
I just like to
now?
finish off by saying this, and I'm done. I'll walk away. I've contacted the National Action Network, and they're reviewing my information that I sent over.
We'll be happy to look at it.
That's fine.
We'll be happy to look at it.
Thank you.
You always happy to look at something, but you never.
Jerry, you know,
leave
Okay, next we would like to call up Bill Jarvis, who is the presenting sponsor of the Gold Cup. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. For Jarvis Property Restoration, I'm the owner of the company, and I'd like to give our welcome to being part of the races again in 2013. All of our employees, they come out, they enjoy themselves, they bring their families out. It's a great family event. So hopefully everybody can come out, enjoy themselves, bring their children. The kids really love to look at all these hydroplane boats, especially when they're going a couple 100 miles an hour. So Jarvis is a tri-county area. We have quite a few locations in Michigan, so we service the United States when they have disasters, fire, flood, hurricane repair. But on part of Jarvis, we'd like to thank all the board members that put on this race, also all the television people that come out and help present it and let the public know about these races that are going on. It's a great event. Hopefully everybody can come out all weekend and enjoy themselves. thanks again. And the person who got me involved in this is Jim Scheibel over in the corner, always hiding out. He's always looking for Jarvis to help him sponsor stuff. So he's the guy why we're supporting these races for years and years. So everybody enjoy the races. Thank you. Good luck, drivers.
Okay, we'd like to do some introductions, and then you can, so that you know if you have any specific questions, either from various teams, etc. If we could, everybody come up so they can just recognize who you are, so if they want to either talk to you today or maybe do something at either at the club or possibly one of your teams. If we could have Scott and Bill to please come back up front, Scott Allen and Bill Jarvis. Also, I'd like to introduce the president and race director, Tom Bernalini from the DRRA. Mark Evans, the driver of the U57 Fedco. Jeff Bernard, the backup driver for the U95 Qatar. Jane Schumacher, owner, U37 Beacon Plumbing. And Jimmy Scheibel, board of director, Detroit River Regatta Association. Again, we're going to be here, just so what we're doing today right now is we want to have everyone check out the toys during lunch. The boats will actually be on display till 2 o'clock, thanks to the cooperation of the city and Quicken Loans. And anybody that has any individual comments afterwards, any angle you want, if you need any more media information, Lauren, where's Lauren? Lauren, raise your hand. See Lauren, she represents and coordinates all of our media here, and we'll get you the angle you want all week long. Yes, sir.
Mark, just got one question for you, just to elaborate more on what you brought up earlier. Talk about how Kid Rock got involved and how he's helping with Friday.
Well, it's when Friday wasn't going to happen, there were some pretty passionate people that wanted to see it happen. And we got a phone call from Brian Baker, who's a member of the Detroit Yacht Club. And as you know, in today's world, it's not always what you know, it's who you know. And he knew somebody that knew somebody, and we got in with a management team. And the idea of having, when they asked what it would take to get Free Friday back, we gave them an outline. And from there, the message back to the management team from Rock himself was, let's make this happen. And that just created more work in the office and kind of put us a little bit of a tailspin. But it's an awesome tailspin to be in. And to have a guy like that step up, pretty unbelievable. As you know, Rock actually has a house on the race course. And last year he came out to the event. You know, everyone's been wondering what Kid's going to do this weekend. We don't even know the final details, and the few things I do know, I'm not going to say yet. But,
So, how serious was it that Friday? I mean, why did the Friday free event have to be canceled?
well, there was two things. One, we were concerned about how much activity was on the water, and then also it was a budgetary thing. You know, the board of directors, again, has been very sound that we have a balanced budget. And, you know, there's an organization, the DRA's been around for 10 years, and we spend half of our board meetings talking about where we are financially, and you know, I'm happy to say right now, all the bills are paid, and the event's taken care of. So, but when somebody steps up, and obviously when his name is Kid Rock or Bob Ritchie, it certainly makes some things happen quite quickly. So it's all very, very positive for Detroit and for the event. So again, we'll all be around here as long as we need to be. And if you'd like to make any appointments or have any issues that you want or angles you want, either see one of the team representatives or sponsors now, or get with Lauren from Midnight Oil, and we will make that happen this week. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, and the weather's looking pretty awesome, so it's going to be a great show for Detroit. Thank you. so much.
You here, take another one.
Crowding my space here. No, I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you, man. I gotta get these guys back.
Just whatever you see in the camera right there. So just follow my lead.
Okay,
Hey, boys and girls, how you doing? Tommy Morris here, live from Cadillac Square, Campus Martius, again for the 2013 DYC APBA Detroit Gold Cup Hydroplane press conference, and I'm here with owner-operator Team Fedco, Mark Evans. Mark, how you doing?
Doing great. Good to be here. Thank you so much.
Hey, you have to be getting this time and a nice day and the weather starts to break and you're with all the boats and, you know, you didn't race in Madison last week. You got to be getting kind of antsy now to get in the water.
Oh, I was antsy at Madison. The crew was having a hard time with me. You can only do so many autographs, you know, to keep yourself busy. But, you know, unfortunately, Mother Nature does that to you, and the town was really good about it. We still pulled off the parade, and everybody had fun. The vendors were all there. So hopefully that's going to be the same thing here in Detroit. We'll get to run and have some good weather from what I hear, and so looking forward to some fun.
Tell a little bit about the boat, how you came to become the owner-operator, a little history on the boat and Fedco.
Yeah, well, this boat's about the only thing around here older than me. I'm a second oldest driver now, but this has got quite the history behind it. It started out about 22 years ago as a new configuration. Winston Eagle, RJR Reynolds Tobacco Company had sponsored it, and it was a real narrow boat. It was a strange new design, and it's been evolved through the years, and about 3-4 years ago, Ted Porter owned it, and he wanted it ready as a backup boat for his primary team, so he hired me to come on. I'd been in a bad accident and was out for about 5 years, so I came back and just kind of got it running, and boy, it got the juices flowing again. Next thing I know, I ran it for him for a couple years, and he offered it to me to buy it, and I thought, you know, I've always wanted to be owner driver, and but it's hard to argue with yourself, you know. So it's turned out
It definitely, the cost, I would imagine, comes into play a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So got a great sponsor in Fedco here out of Monroe, Michigan. So doing pretty good this season. Looking forward to more racing.
And now coming up for strategy-wise for the qualifying, especially on the water, from what I understand, I know weather comes into play. It's supposed to be pretty nice. What do you usually see on the Detroit River and how the water conditions can vary?
Well, Detroit here is, you know, it's an odd course in the sense that it's got a big, huge turn at one end and a real narrow turn at the other, and so it makes it very challenging for all the drivers. And up at the big turn, we have so much speed coming into it, and we got what they call either the Whittier rolls or the Belle Isle turn rolls. But there's some bumps you got to really watch for. So there's some characteristics of this course that's really tough.
And the rest of the course, the rest of the season, what are you looking for the rest of the season? What is the goal? I'm sure, of course, to keep the boat intact, to keep costs down. But what is your overall expectations for the season?
Well, this particular hull with the older equipment and the older style, it was down about 10 mile an hour on the rest of them, and we've already picked up 5 miles an hour. So we're about halfway there to our goal of running up front with the guys. You know, get some good qualifying speeds, and we're getting the proper gear ratio and the good propeller combinations now, and good engines with the Screaming Turbines boys there building my engine. So our goal is to get faster and faster, and we're getting there. We're doing good.
Hey, there you go. Come out and see Mark Evans race Team Fedco from Monroe, Michigan, local here. Come out. Beautiful day it's going to be on Saturday and Sunday. Hey, don't forget, again, free day on Friday. So, Mark, thank you for your time. Team Fedco. Tommy Morris here, Detroit City TV. All right, thank you.
You bet.
Okay. It'll be up. Oh, excellent. This will be posted this evening.
Jim, did you bring the makeup, pal?
Oh, yeah, just like Channel 2.
It's right in the center.
Yeah.
The blood.
Separate. Okay, there we go. We see right in the middle here. And now you're the, well, of course, you're not the director of anything. You're just Commodore of the DYC, correct? Right. Not just. So that's the title. Hey, how's everybody out there? Tommy Morris, Detroit City TV here, live from the press conference, 2013 DYC APBA Detroit Gold Cup press conference. I'm here with the Commodore of the Detroit Yacht Club, Mr. Scott Allen. Scott, how you doing today?
Excellent.
Hey,
Thank you.
the weather is it looks like it's going to be breaking for the weekend, and
Oh, the weather is better than that. It's going to be perfect. We're looking at 78 degrees and 0 chance of rain, sunshine, and low humidity. So we're excited about the whole event.
now I know with the cancellation of the races in Madison, all eyes, definitely the attention, especially for a lot of drivers are antsy, are going to be at the DYC in this race here on the Detroit River this weekend.
Yes, we're going to all have fun there. We'll have all kinds of activity with race teams will be there and all kinds of fun watching the races.
Now, your history as a driver in these fine events here, can you give a little history and then your background regarding the races?
Well, I've never been a driver. Love to have been, but I've worked on several of the crews and traveled around. I managed the local Spirit of Detroit team, and we won enough points to take it to the World Championships in Doha, Qatar, in 2010.
And now with the Commodore of the DYC and other responsibilities with that in the race, how has your involvement gone from being the crew to being from the crew, the chief leader, to one of the race teams, to now being really hands-on involved?
Well, we're, the DYC is the title sponsor, so we raised a significant amount of money to help support the race. That's been our mission, is to support the race rather than an individual team this year, so we've been very proud to do so.
And the DYC put together a great event coming up this Thursday. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course. This is the first time we've ever done it. It's an amazing event. A concert with Grammy Award-winning Rick Springfield and the original founder and writer for Styx, Dennis DeYoung, and they will be performing on Thursday night on stage.
And this, with this race, what do you expect? I know with the people stepping up to the plate, as was spoken in the press conference, it seems more sponsors are coming forward. What are you looking forward towards this year on building for next year?
Well, that's the whole point. These kind of activities bring more exposure. It brings more benefit for sponsors to become involved with the race and to join with people, with us and people like Bill Jarvis and Kid Rock and the others that make this whole thing possible.
And if people want to find out more information about the concert coming up Thursday, July 11th, and more information on the DYC, how would they find it?
Well, for the concerts, it's dycconcerts.com. It's dycconcerts.com.
And there you go. Just that simple, friends. So, hey, check it out. Come on down. It's going to be a great weekend. All these fantastic, lovely machines are, just how they just cruise on the water. It's amazing. It's a phenomenal spectacle. It's a Detroit tradition. Bring your family out. Free day on Friday again. Mr. Scott Allen, the Commodore for the Detroit Yacht Club. Thanks for being with me today.
Thank you, Tommy.
Back up there.
Let's see what we got going on over here. Step to your right, just a hair. Right, what do you see right in the screen? That's what we're going to get. What you see right in the screen is what we're going to get there. All right. Just follow the lead.
All right.
Good. Hey, boys and girls, Tommy Morris here from Detroit City TV, again here live from the press conference, the 2013 Detroit APBA Gold Cup Hydroplane Press Conference, and I'm with driver, Team Qatar member Jim Bernard. Jim, thanks for being here today. Cut. Let's do that again. Boys and girls, Tommy Morris here live from the 2013 DYC Detroit APB Gold Cup Hydroplane Race, and I'm here with Jeff Bernard. He is Team Qatar driver, backup driver, but hey, driver nonetheless. You always got to be on your toes, especially in the Detroit River, eh?
Oh yeah, I've had the honor to drive on the river since 2007, and for a different team. After 2011 season, I left that team and didn't have a ride last year for 2012. Got picked up with these guys to be a backup driver and a radio guy for Kip, so helping them out this year.
And now this with Team Qatar and having a truly worldwide reaching team, how has that affected everybody now that you have a real people watching overseas?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great for our whole sport, and it's really helped our series. We go over there once a year and get paid really well, and it kind of carries us through the whole season. We're lucky to have them as a sponsor, which has created. We're probably the second biggest sponsor in the series right now. So we got to perform, and now we got a budget where we are getting closer to performing better and better. These guys built this boat as a group in 2006 or 7, and for what they've been working with the last 5-6 years, and it's been amazing the success that they've had. So hopefully with a little bit more money now, we went to Sacramento, didn't have a good weekend there, but we made a bunch of hull improvements for Madison and Detroit. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see what it does in Madison, so we'll be testing a lot on Friday and hopefully got something to win this thing.
Well, how did you come into to racing?
I was born into it. My uncle is Mark Weber, and both my Uncle Mike and my Uncle Mark drove Unlimiteds. My Uncle Steve drove inboards, and when we're not racing Unlimited, we have a 5-liter, Kip and I, and we're racing just about every weekend all summer long.
A little history about the boat here.
Okay.
What, where was it acquired, and how much work so far that you've put into it to keep up with the rules and regulations, but try to improve speed on it?
Well, I just became on the team this year, so I'm close to Kip. Kip's my brother-in-law, and him and the whole crew, Nate is the owner of the boat. They all built this up in Nate's shop in Preston, Washington, and it's set up as our gang racing. They're all, as they were building it, instead of being able to pay the people to build it, they all got a little bit of share in it. So the whole team that built the boat, they all have a share and own the boat. So it's like a cool deal.
It's definitely a love. That's what it seems most of the teams are. It's a love of a passion for the sport itself.
Yeah, being on a different team all those years and watching these guys and see what they've done, knowing the little budget that they had, it was just unbelievable. In 2011, he should have got second in points. He got to the last race and had some issues and missed the final heat and ended up 4th in points, but that was their best year they had going. Ever since then, they've kind of had bad luck since that year, so we're trying to change it around this year. We didn't have real good luck in Qatar the first race, and not great luck in Sacramento, so we're looking. The monkey's coming off the back. We're just got to get it all the way off.
Now, first and foremost, the conditions of the Detroit River and the ever-changing conditions of the Detroit River. What should people expect, or what tips would you give to some of your teammates having firsthand knowledge of this course?
Everybody knows when you're going down the front straightaway, you get to the Whittier bumps. That's an area you really got to look forward to, and then obviously the DYC going in the Rooster Tail turn. Kip's been here enough times to know the river, and with me on the radio, it's just going to help that much more. If we got the speed, we have the best assembled radio driver on any team, because me being a driver that's driven boats, these boats and this boat, and then Kip also being a driver, we know how we can communicate with each other probably better than anybody else.
Well, hey, there you go, boys and girls. This weekend, again, Friday is free day. Saturday, Sunday, the qualifying, the races. Come out, check out Team Qatar. Jeff Bernard, say hi. They're all acceptable. They're all very accommodating, and it's a great sport. Come on out and support it. Hey, Tommy Morris here for Detroit City TV. Looking forward to see you this weekend. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Best wishes to you this weekend. It'll be on. I'll drop you my card here.
Okay.